Good morning, Vicious Fae. This is Alana, and happy Monday. We are starting a little earlier today and probably going forward as my schedule is likely changing. I'm in Madison schools, and looks like we are going to be starting to do some opportunities to go back for kids and teachers. So exciting stuff, hopefully, and that means we get to work out a little bit earlier. Today we are going to do some cardio and some core. I have an injury and I finally got some resolution. I have actually been walking around with a herniated disc for the last few months, so a lot of these moves don't feel great for me, and so I will be doing some modified versions, giving you the option to take it up or keep it maybe a little bit lower with me. So let's go ahead and get on our feet. We're going to start with an accelerated warm-up. I'm going to get my shoe tied. I think I've said before, injury is super humbling, but it's also reminding me that I will not always be able to do burpees, and that's okay. There are lots of options when we talk about physical fitness and training for life, so that is what we are going to do today. So we're just going to start with a little jog in place. And again, that reminder that anything can be taken up or down, right? This can be your starting point. You can add some high knees, some booty kicks, you can add speed. So make sure that you take what feels good for you. Since we only have 30 minutes, I want you to get the most out of this exercise. All right, so we've got our little movement, starting to warm up the low body. We're gonna step side to side into a squat, reach, and a squat. So up and to the sides, we're gonna work those lateral hip abductors. Coming down, reach. You can make this bigger by adding a little bit of a jump. There you go, and slide through the center, or keep it low. Really the focus is on building a little warmth through that low body. Good. All right, back on our feet. Let's get into our boxing stance and just punch corner to corner. So starting to make it a little bit bigger as we progress, as we get warm. Reaching and twisting, maybe lifting that back heel. There you go. And hopefully you're gonna find that breath is coming with it. We're breathing a little bit faster, a little bit harder. That's the point we wanna wake up this morning. Cardiovascular fitness. All right, and we're gonna be moving from our feet to the floor for those abdominal exercises. So let's go ahead and practice our inchworm. We're gonna come down, walking forward, coming long out, strong, straight into our plank, and then walking ourselves back up. Go ahead and do that 2 more times. Walking all the way out, plank, walking up. Show me 1 more. Walk all the way out, come all the way back up, and let's go back to our jog. So just jogging on the spot. Remember, maybe it's on a high march. Add your arms, maybe it's a run. We just want to start to get that energy and breath flowing throughout our whole body. We're going to go 1 more time quickly through that little warm-up sequence. Squat, reach, squat, reach. Sinking nice and low. And in the middle to our boxing stance, add those punches. Little rotation through the rib cage as we go side to side, keeping that belly button locked in place. Good, punching from the shoulder, reach out, pull in, back toward that chin. And you have 3 inchworms. Here we go. So forward fold, walk out, long and straight, coming back up. 2 more times, all the way out, full plank, hands right underneath your shoulders. Come back in, and last time, back to our starting position. All right, so we're gonna start with the cardio, go to some abdominal exercises in between, back to the cardio, and finish with a big abdominal sequence. So let's go ahead and start. We're gonna do a double squat, and either a heel lift or a jump. So double squat, jump, or double squat, heel raise. Adding those arms just helps with your momentum, gets you going a little bit bigger. We're only doing each cardio exercise for about 30 seconds, but we are doing them back to back. So get nice and big, whatever that looks like for you this morning. Hips down low. Notice how low I'm sinking. This is where the pressure goes, right into those heels, and then we explode up into the sky. Got about 5 more seconds. Good. 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna go right into our wall climber. So opposite arm, opposite knee, coming up, and then switching. This is one that I gotta take slow, but maybe you start to make it a little bit faster, okay? Thinking about getting that knee up to about hip height, and just tapping as lightly as you can on the floor. So like the floor is hot lava, you wanna bounce foot to foot, right? We're working our way up and down. You have about 10 more seconds. Keep climbing that wall. Good. Whether you're going my pace or faster, we're still getting out of breath. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna do the next 30 seconds on the floor. So we're gonna come into that full plank position, and then we're gonna drive the front knee to the front elbow, back elbow, front elbow. Reset. This time, back knee to back elbow, front elbow, back elbow. Option on your knees. Same move. Crossing underneath the rib cage. Back, front, back. That knee should be gliding across the floor. You only have about 15 seconds. We're halfway there. Front knee, back knee, front knee. Switch. Back knee, front knee, back knee. Good. Can you fit one more in? This is it. Good. Hold, and come on up to your feet. We've got a lateral squat walk. So coming down to the side, and then walking over. We're not gonna do that little jump in the middle. Good. I want you to stay low. Think about keeping the hips down, so you're actually not standing up. None of this. We're staying low, walking in, staying low, walking in. There you go. Halfway there. We've got one last move after this for our cardio series. Whew. Warm, warm, warm. Through that low body. Your glutes are loving you right now. Come on. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna finish with that boxing move. Corner to corner. Find a little energy in this so that you're not just slicing through air lightly. You're actually trying to make contact. So let your arms spring back towards you. Punch. There we go. Good job. 10 seconds. Keep going. We get a little recovery. 3, 2, 1. Recover. Awesome job, team. All right. We're going to take about 30-second recovery, so if you need to grab a drink of water, that's fine. Our next series is going to be core-based. So thinking about that core strengthening exercise, we're going to come on down to the floor. And most of our moves, I think all of our moves, are going to be down here for now. And then we'll go back and do that cardio sequence again. So let's go ahead and start with a reverse crunch. Hands at your sides, palms up. I want you to think about that TVA activation. So that's that belly button dropping down towards your spine. You can actually feel the hips widen. We're going to open up, spreading that low back down toward the floor. Now, it might not make total connection, but you're certainly not going to be able to put your hands underneath your low back. You want that low back to be pressing down towards your mat. So let's go ahead and start with the knees coming up and then toes tapping down. Now, think about your legs at a 90-degree angle, so they're going to tap away from the glutes. They're not going to tap straight down. It's not just bending the knees. You're taking that full reverse crunch. So knees over hips, crunch in, and then just a light tap. Good. Now these abdominal exercises we're going to do for a little bit longer. I'm going to try to go for almost a full minute with our ab exercises. We can stay in them a little bit more. but maybe put your hand on your belly. And is it puffing up or is it pushing down? We want it to be sinking toward that floor. You have about 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, we're gonna go ahead and do a double crunch with an extension. So fingertips to temples, we're gonna crunch and reach the fingers towards the toes and then extend long and away. So it's a double crunch, little baby pulse, reach away. Options, double crunch, come back to the floor. So even your head and your shoulders come back down. If you want a little bit more, you keep the shoulders up, head off the ground, double reach, double extend. Double reach, double extend. Good. Take it at the level you need it today. 20 more seconds. Make sure we're still breathing. So blow it all out right here. And then inhale. Inhale. 3, 2, and 1. Give yourself a quick hug into those legs. We've got one more abdominal exercise. Legs come straight up. And we're just gonna drop with a little twist. So twisting side to side. As you can see, my legs do not extend right now with my injury. So maybe you're coming here with me. You got that knee twist and just bending at 90. If you can, this is just gonna give you a bigger load, and this one's specifically targeted at that really fun area right below our waistline, right below our belly button. So really working out, twisting to crunch into that middle. Twist, twist, 10 seconds. Elbows out wide, make sure you're not crunching or collapsing through the neck. And 3, 2, and 1. Hug your knees in, give yourself a little pep talk because we're doing some more cardio. Let's come on back up to our feet. The nice thing about a 30-minute workout is we don't take a lot of breaks. We go back to back to back so we can get it all in, and then we're done. So we're gonna come back to our cardio moves into that double squat. It's a reach or it's a jump. So where are you right now? You can use those arms to propel you if you're gonna do the full jump or if you're gonna do the full reach. So remember, sinking low. I'm not doing a good job modeling because I'm fatigued, right? We wanna make sure that we're still coming down into those hips. Think about driving through the floor. Let your body recoil. So it's building that energy in the downward phase and then it's exploding up to the ceiling. Good. About 5 seconds. We're gonna go right into that wall climber. Let's get it started. Adding speed if you get ready. What are those, Nordic tracks? Is that what it is? Or you're kind of, that's more skiing, isn't it? That's what I think of when I do this move. I don't know why. It's not a Nordic track. It's a wall climber. Come on. Let's go crazy. Climb those walls. Knees up. Oh, I just untied my shoe. I'll fix that this next round. Can you add that speed? Yes. Keep the knees high though, even as you add the speed. If you can't do it with the speed and keep the knees lifted, follow me. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, breath is flowing. Come on down. We've got that firefly. So long, straight spine, front knee, back, front, back knee, back, front, back on the knees, front, back, front, back, front, back. Good. Trying to keep everything still on your back and focusing on the crunch in the middle. That core strength that's allowing us to move the leg from elbow to elbow. Halfway. Almost there. we're gonna do 2 steps. So 1, 2, 1, 2. So this time I want you to think about staying low and getting wide. Oh yeah. Sink down. We're trying not to pop up for air. 1, 2, 1, 2. Oh my goodness, it's a booty burner. Wide and low. That core brace, everything's upright. Try not to hunch forward. Think about sitting straight down. Whoo! Outside of those hips, working hard, inner thighs. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Boxing! All right, 40 seconds, we're going back to core. Come on, twist. Make it bigger, lift up that toe. Coming across, straight from the shoulder. Yes, team. Monday morning's got nothing on us. We're ready to fight. Get ourselves through this week. Get ourselves out to shovel. I'm sending my husband for that. No shoveling for me today. Come on, 20 seconds. Going a little longer in this boxing move because you can sustain it. You should still be able to talk back at me. Come on, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, 30 seconds till we move to our next round of core exercises. We're gonna actually start on our feet this time. I'm gonna tie my shoelace. And then we're gonna come on down to the floor. So, go ahead, grab your water, tie your shoe, get a drink. Let's take a nice deep breath. Bring your feet just hip distance apart. We're gonna work through the back side and those hip flexors again. So, you pick a side to start on. And we're just simply gonna step back and tap in. Step back, tap in. I want you to go long if you can. Start to think about hinging from the hip, almost like we're doing a little combo between a deadlift and a one-legged squat. So that front knee is gonna bend slightly, and then we're gonna hinge and tip. Good. Nice job. All right, this time I want you to stay back, and I want you to lift that back heel. So pushing into the front leg, just lift and tap, lift and tap, lift and tap. You have about 10 more seconds on this side. You should feel the fire in your backside. In 4, 3, 2, and 1. Step in right to the other side. Tap, you got it, and touch. So tap back. Now, if you have the luxury of a mirror, you might notice, like me, or look at me, that I'm kind of tipping to one side. So we want to try to stay upright. That takes a lot of core strength because of course we're going to lean into that standing leg. And then especially if you have any weakness. So this is really a balance opportunity as well. So think about shifting out straight. Make sure we're kind of hip distance apart. And then you got about 2 more reps just like that light touch. And we're going to hold back and lift, lift. Now if you want to make this more challenging, you can take the toe tap out of it. Maybe even add some arms for balance or out to the side. I like hands on the hips, but whatever feels good for you. We're not here long. 7 more seconds. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come on down to the floor. These exercises are really targeted at that back side. So this is our fire hydrant. We're gonna lift front knee and come back towards center. Good. Now, notice, my knee is not gonna come up to hip height. It's probably not very easy to do that. So you don't need to worry about the height, but you do need to worry about getting that knee up and away from your body. So whatever that looks like for you, the range is not important. It's that movement and grounding through the back knee. Got about 3 more right here. 3, 2, and 1. We're gonna switch sides. Back knee, lift, lower, lift, lower. Good. Oh yeah, those inner and outer hip muscles are loving you right now. Try not to collapse that front hip. Keep it nice and strong. Almost there. 3, 2, and 1. All right, separate your knees. Bring your hands in front of you. Push your hips back towards your heels. Give yourself a child's pose. We are doing everything one more time through. Nice deep breath. Exhale. It's going to go a little bit quicker this time because we got to get through those cardio or those core exercises one last time. So we're going to start with that double squat jump. Double squat, jump. Double squat, jump. Get low, get high. Good. Come on. This is it. After we do each of these exercises, we do them no more today. So if you don't like this one, it's over soon. 10 seconds. Make sure it's a double, and then that explosion. 3, 2, and 1. Right to our wall climbers. Do you like these? Yeah, me neither. But this is a great full body exercise that you can actually do on your feet. We're no jumping unless you want to. You can add that little speed, remember? But this isn't high impact like a burpee or some of those other full body exercises that involve a lot of jumping. This can just include the march. Good. Seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lateral squat. 1, 2, 1, 2. Get low. Our low body's gonna love us after today. It's hard to hit up that upper body quite as much without weights. So these body weight exercises tend to skew a little bit low body. You can always add a punch if you wanted to. Get a little bit more into that upper body or across. Always ways to find that integrated fitness if you want it. 10 seconds, sink. 3, 2, 1. All right, we've got boxing to finish us out for that cardio. We're gonna do this for a full minute. This is your last cardio exercise of the morning. We're gonna finish with core strength. So let's get it done right here. I'm moving my mat. Get that little twist. Lift that heel up off the ground. Make a little step. You make contact and you come right back in. Boom, boom. Come on. 20, and we hit the floor. 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, 4 minutes between you and that cup of coffee. Let's come on down to the ground. Hands at your side, palms up. We're gonna start with our reverse crunch. So lifting the knees up over the hips, tapping the toes. Lift and tap. Drive the belly button down through the spine. Feel that low back pushing into the mat. If you want a little more this time, lift the hips just slightly off the ground. It's like you're trying to slide a magazine underneath your butt or your low back. So a little hip lift and then release. Little hip lift and release. Just enough time to pass a magazine from one side to the other. Doesn't have to be very much. 1/4 of an inch. And from there, let's go into our double crunch and our extension. Double crunch, extension. The lower the legs out of the ground, the more challenging this is. If you need to, like me, come to the double crunch and then come down to the floor. Double crunch. Think about those ribs pushing in towards your hips. So this part of your belly actually gets shorter as you come in for that crunch. And then you have that nice big inhale to open back up. Double crunch, blow it out. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Maybe add the reach. Let's do 2 more. And we're gonna come to that rotate with the leg extension. Maybe one leg extends, one leg doesn't. Maybe you come into those knees, making the elbows nice and wide. Find that rotational pull so that that back shoulder is coming across your body. That opposite knee is coming directly over that hip, and then we reverse. If you have that leg extension, it's the same thing. Twisting towards that straight leg, and then back again to the straight leg. Good. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hug your knees in towards your chest. We're gonna roll over onto all fours. We're gonna come into that fire hydrant, skipping our abductor work for now. We'll see if we have time for it. We're gonna lift the front leg and lower. We got about 10 reps of these on each side. That's 4 for me. And that's 10. Let's go ahead and switch. We're gonna do the same on the back leg. Keeping the leg at 90 degrees. Don't letting it touch down on the floor. 1. 9 and 10. Giving yourself a quick child's pose because we're gonna come back to our feet. That's where we're gonna finish. You pick a side. We're gonna tap back and in. Tap back and in. Good. Sinking into that front leg. 2 more. All right, this time stay back. Lift the heel for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Switch legs. Tap back and together. Back and together. 2 more. We hold it back. Lift the heel. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Everything comes in. Big deep breath. Inhale up and exhale out. Big deep inhale and exhale. Oh, that is very loud. I said we are out of time. We got our 30 minutes in and we are done. If you are just joining us, we have switched the times to 7:30 just to accommodate a little earlier start and get our workout in a little quicker and a little bit out of here faster. So I am Alana. I am so glad you joined me today. I am back again on Friday for stretching, yoga flow, like recovering our body, preparing it for a weekend, whatever that looks like. I'm so glad that you came today, and I will see you again next Monday or Friday. See you soon.